Hey, what's up, everybody? Dr. Terrence Lester here. I'm standing with my sister. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Shameka Parrish-Wright. I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a Louisville Metro Councilwoman, and I'm also an executive director of Vocal Kentucky, Voices of Community Activists and Leaders Kentucky.
Yeah, so right now we're in Washington, D.C.
Yes, we are.
What brought you here?
I came here, I come from an impacted lens. At Vocal, we work on issues around ending mass incarceration, ending HIV and AIDS, ending what we call the failed drug war, and also ending homelessness. Me and my family suffer from chronic homelessness, and I was homeless from several times in my life, but most recently from 2014 to 2018, I was homeless, and I qualified for permanent supportive housing, and literally would not be standing here today if it wasn't for me and my family getting the services and care. So me and my 6 kids have benefited from the housing initiatives we're fighting for. Housing First worked for me.
So you're actually, so there's 2 parts to your story. Right now, serving as councilwoman.
Yes.
You're running for mayor.
Yes.
Right. And congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But you also come from this lived experience lens. And now we're in D.C. and we just did a direct action against
the Cicero Institute.
Yeah, and those who seek to invest in public policy that targets those who are unhoused.
That's right.
Why are you so passionate about that? And what brought you all the way to D.C.?
I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm more of the protest, hit the street, boots on the ground person.
Yeah, you have to be.
I also know that better public policy improves all lives, right? The social justice, the social change I've always fought for. I've been an community organizer for more than 20 years, more than 25 years. I started around gentrification. But what we're fighting for benefits everyone, even the people who don't like us, even the racist people. What I'm fighting for is that justice and equality for everyone. And I also know from my story and so many others from our members and leaders and staff, all my staff and myself and members and leaders are impacted by one or more of our issues. Yeah. So I know that the lines divide us, but the issues unite us. And so when you work on policies that save and improve lives, then it has that outcome. Of course, you still got to follow up. You got to hold people's feet to the fire. But it shows that while it's your turn, you've made a mark to put some policy in place that will help improve lives. Yeah. And working with the Homeless Law Center, I'm also on the board of the Coalition for the Homeless locally.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As one of the only people on that board that's actually been directly impacted by being homeless in our city more than once.
Wow. Yeah, and obviously I have lived experience with homelessness, and what's strange to me is that most times the architects of public policy or those who are in power that are making decisions about the existence of someone who is going through that plight have never gone through it themselves.
That's right.
Why is it that people are left out of the conversation who actually carry the lived experiences?
Because too often, as I'm seeing in my mayor run, people are, even black people are just so used to white, rich businessmen being tasked with having all of our answers. And they've shown us over and over again, hundreds and hundreds of years, as this is the 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence. Right. And those people sat down all those years ago and said that this document is going to set a precedence for our country. Right. And then we have lived that. Just like I say, we live the data. With you being impacted, we live the data. Yeah. I'm beyond the data story, right? Because the data counted me out as a teenage mom at 15.
Counted us out.
Right. Yeah. I just told my fifth kid graduated, which is my first son. I have 6 kids, graduated from high school. Yeah. On his father's side and on my side, we have not seen that level of graduations from high school. Wow. We have not seen that level of stability and home ownership. So every day that we show up for community and we show up in these spaces in DC with these lawmakers, we get to say, no, that won't work. And if they don't have, at Vocal, we focus on leadership development so that our leaders can tell their own story. They can articulate what programs and services and policies work, what won't, what don't. What I don't like about these think tanks is that's just them rubbing each other's feet or whatever it is they're doing to tell us that, oh, we got the answers. Just like people think policing will solve all of our issues. Police were never equipped to solve all of our problems. These think tanks are not equipped to solve all of our problems for the very reason you said. And there's no table I would be at where a black man who is experienced wouldn't be represented, where faith groups wouldn't be represented, where people dealing with homelessness and substance use issues and hunger issues wouldn't be sitting at. And so I bet you in that table they don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
But if they go out through their family, past the first cousins and second cousins, they'll probably see those people who are actually experiencing those things. But
and you know what was ironic? When we were standing outside in full protest, they were in there eating lunch.
Yes.
And they were talking about people outside living on the streets who may have not eaten today.
That's right.
Today.
That's right.
Right? It's also very rare to run into people who are in public office, who are public servants, that are speaking out. Why is that important? One, and then what keeps others from doing so?
All right.
Final question.
I like that.
Yeah.
People try to pigeonhole you, right? If I tell you my story, it's easy to put me in a box.
Right.
And even when I'm advocating as elected official, there are people who come to me, they say, oh, you only care about single black mamas. No, nothing I have or nothing I ever want is absent of a black man. Beyond my husband, which is a black man, and my sons, I've seen my uncles suffer from the crime bill. I've seen too many brothers that I grew up with who told me at 15 and 16 years old, Shameka, I won't ever see you again in life, and they haven't. They've been in 35 years and more.
Wow.
So I have a father who spent 40 of his 56 years on this earth in and out of jails and prisons.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So watching that, and then he invested in me. He wanted me to be street smart and book smart, and he didn't want me to experience what he did. Yeah. And so that always made me want to be an agent of change in my community. And even when I was living in the housing projects, I would get that community together and advocate because I see advocacy as a tool. I see voting as a tool, not our only tools, because we do need people who have the willpower and the desire to make those changes. And what I've learned is you think you know somebody, but you don't know them when it comes to sex, drugs, money, and favor and advancement, right? So what happens too often, they pick off some of us by offering us favor and position, and then sometimes we forget. But if I'm coming through a door as an elected official, I'm opening that door up for more people like you to be at the table. Right. I feel like that's my job, and that's why I show up in these spaces to show that this is a tangible option for working class people.
So what I hear you saying is you really took the office to serve.
I did. I really did. I be telling people that. Thank you for saying. Wait, I need a commercial with this. Almost made me trip. I need him in my commercial. I literally took the office for an opportunity to serve my city, my community, my people in a bigger way.
In a bigger way.
And I'm helping you if you ever run. You tell me.
Say it again.
That's right. I need people like you. That's why I'm showing it, doing it out loud to show that people like us can run.
That's right.
Because they tell us, oh, this isn't for you. Ain't nothing that they can dig up on me that I ain't told about myself. I sold drugs. I was a teen mom. I did what I needed to do to survive. But now that I'm in a mode where I can thrive, it's my job to lift up more people and make sure that them doors are open for them while it's my turn, right? I won't be here forever. But this is my legacy. It's my ministry. I mean, you were preaching out there today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is my ministry. And we need to have people a different way. Because, you talk about religion, you talk about faith and spirituality. People think it's only, I'm not just saying show up to Sunday. This is how I show up in community. This is how
Every day is Sunday.
This is my discipline.
Come on, it's a practice.
Every day is Sunday.
Every day is Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm serious. I'm gonna tell my team that this is the work, because I think people find it strange. Like technically, with my 2 jobs, I make as much as our mayor now. And so people think it's a paycheck thing. It's not a paycheck thing.
We met in Louisville.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Joel Goza organized the book discussion talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now we're in DC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I follow you. Like even when Booker lost before and Amy McGrath lost to Mitch McConnell, for my birthday that year, I went down to Atlanta, Georgia. They asked people to come into town to door knock for Warnock and all stuff. Oh, okay. So Attica Scott, who's a former state representative, she brought her daughter. I brought one of my daughters, and we just drove to Atlanta and we door knocked. And then Jack Harlow invited us to a concert. But it was really, I promise you, after I was door knocking, it got announced that they chose Chief Erica Shields to be our new chief. Okay. That's what made me say I'm running for office. Right then at that moment in Atlanta, Georgia. That's why the irony here is crazy. That's crazy. In Atlanta, Georgia is where I decided I would run for mayor. Okay. And they were like, "What?" Yeah. And I literally just announced it on Instagram, and it just blew up. But I was inspired because I saw the decision making. She ended up getting let go. Yeah. And she brought Jackie Villarreal, who went through some stuff, and our department is really corrupt. But the fact that they and I asked all the people who decided, it was 7 people who decided that Chief former Chief Erica Shields would be our new police chief. Black, white, other. And I said, why? And they said she had the best answer when it came to race. And I said, did you talk to the people in Atlanta about her? Did you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. We use a lot of nepotism to put people in power who aren't ready to be there. And that's what I see at that Cicero table. So I'm so glad you announced that, to see them at that table eating lunch. They're not there because they earned it like you and me. They're not there because they've been boots on the ground and they've been through it. They're there simply because their proximity to money, power, and corruption.